Alright guys, I wanted to do a quick little video of our yard at night. If you see our gingerbread house, that is a kids playhouse that we painted, and usually it has more decorations on it. I never got all the candy and stuff on them. So here lighting, we have just some lights go around our yard. We have big Santa and big snowman, our gingerbread house, along with our gingerbread and our unicorn. Get closer. Like I said, usually there's more little like candies and lights and all kinds of neat things on there, but just didn't get on there this year. It's painted brown, the top is white. It's a little bit hard to tell in the dark, but in the daytime you don't see all the lights lit up, so I just wanted to quickly show you that. Alright, here we are at the entrance of my house. There's the front door, so we're in the area that I usually record in. This is the front room, aka my office. And so here's kind of the full view. Don't mind my husband's flip-flops down there. My new cozy cabin tree that we put together this year. I absolutely love it. And so we have my sign on there. Most of the ornaments are Dollar Tree. Also some Target, couple probably Hobby Lobby. Some of my sentimental ornaments made it in here. And so just a little variety. And then over in this corner, I have the extra chairs that go with my table, my crafting table. So I just threw over a cozy blanket and the pillow that I made. I decorated these 3 shelves, mostly 2. My fireplace is going, my little lantern. Most of this decor is Target and Dollar Tree. My basket with sprigs up there. And right over here, we have those couple shelves with Target and Dollar Tree as well. And then if I back up, try to avoid showing you my big messes that I have around here. I just did one of those little pom-pom or little fluffy trees and a scarf as a runner. I got the tree from Brandy Lynn Mitchell. I wasn't able to open her friend mail and Happy Mail online or on a video, but she sent me those trees. I was so excited. And let me give you just some close-ups of the tree here. some of my snowflakes that I made out of popsicle sticks, and my little lonely one stocking I was able to find at Target. This is our shoe stand that I got at IKEA, and I just have like the little baskets on top that hold our masks and our keys, and then our two on the corner that are winter stuff like gloves and stuff, and one for our dirty masks. All of our coats. And then we have our entryway table here that is also a dresser from IKEA. We actually found it on one of the Facebook buy now or buy sell sites. It needed a little bit of repair work, but it worked perfect for our entryway table in here. This wreath I bought it secondhand, and it was just kind of a filler wreath, and then now I feel like it fits perfectly in this room with the theme. So down here we have my snowball bucket, the sled that I made along with my Target skis that came out of Bullseye's Playground. That is our Christmas card from this year. My houses that I painted, the little town. I put them on some of the Target risers on the charger plates or little trays from Dollar Tree. I never got a hook hung up for my snowman, so I just have them hanging out back there. And then the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas sign that I got at Target, Bullseye's Playground, and it's on a Dollar Tree easel. When I found those, I was really excited. And then my nutcracker that my husband brought home from me, he got it at King Soopers, which is under the Kroger umbrella. Right down here, the sleigh ride sign that came from Hobby Lobby. The gnome, I cannot remember where we got him. My husband brought him home one day. I think it might have been King Soopers, but I'm not sure. My husband, like I said, just brought him home one day, and he's on a little Hobby Lobby riser stand. And then as you kind of look down the hall right here, that's where I put my bags that I framed right there on the wall, and I added the little mittens there. So yeah, that's the entryway. Kind of as you come in, I still have my fall rug. I never got the other rugs from under the house. And then that Mary sign my husband surprised me with today, and he got that at King Soopers under the Kroger umbrella. So right over here is the area behind my desk. It can get a little messy sometimes, but I got it kind of cleaned up to use my decor. This tree right here is the tree that usually goes in my bedroom, but it never made its way up there this year, so I just stuck it in this spot. This is where my all occasion tree usually goes, but I moved that over to the kitchen to be my gingerbread tree. And now I need a smaller green pencil tree to put here for next year, is what I have decided, because I love the look of the tree right there, and I really just love this rose gold tree. And next year it'll be up in my bedroom. And right over here we have the candles from Dollar Tree, the cozy cabin sign I made, and all those little trinkets came from Target's Bullseye Playground. They were all $1. The lantern was, and the candle was Dollar Tree. And then on this tier tray as well, that's all from Target's Bullseye's Playground. And I just put it on that tier tray. And then those are the little trees that I made with the foam cones and a placemat and the fuzzy towel from the automotive section of Dollar Tree. Hanging above there, I did the sign that says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas," and some more of those snowflakes made out of popsicle sticks. And I have some of those as well up in the kind of stairwell leading upstairs. And then turning this way is where I have my Merry and Bright. Needs more on that wall, but that is all that we ended up with. And so that is just right here, the behind my desk area. Now before I get in fully into my living room and dining room and kitchen, this is my wall of cards, and it has never been this full, or at least not in many, many years. So thank you, all of you that sent me a card to put up there on my wall of cards. I absolutely love it. I have my Santa picture right up here as well. My husband got me that from King Soopers / Kroger. And then my holiday to-do list sign came from Target's Dollar Spot or Bullseye's Playground last year. And I put it back up there, and it's actually dry erase board, so we can check mark things if we wanted to. But that has turned into my wall of cards, and I have a few more too that I still need to put up there. But some of you, I didn't make it to say thank you on any of my hauls because I got them afterwards and I've just been so busy, but thank you to everybody that gave us a card this year. Alright, so this is the living room, and it is Christmas Eve right now, and we don't have two of our kiddos for Christmas Day, so we're going to do treat tomorrow like Christmas Day. Don't mind our monstrosity of our dog's kennel we have in the middle of our living room. We're planning on getting something smaller here soon, but just giving you kind of the scan. We do have all our gifts out, like I said, because we're treating tomorrow morning like Christmas morning, except for we'll have Braxton on Christmas Day, and so Santa will come here for him on Christmas Day. And that leads us right into the kitchen right over here, and then the bathroom. So let's go closer into everything. Don't mind the time, it's late, guys. It's definitely almost 1 in the morning. So here is my little side table. I have my tree of ornaments there and just some of my little knickknacks. Eric came home with a little sock snowman the other day, so we put him over here to be friends with everything over here. This wall, almost everything is from Michael's from previous years. I think the reindeer head was not Dollar Tree. I think it was Target's Bullseye's Playground at one point. And the Merry and Bright and the Oh What Fun, I actually found at a thrift store, but it came from the same collection of Michael's. And the wreath actually came from Target. But I think I mean, it's all previous years, and none of this came from this year. And the Mary pillow came from Lowe's, but also from a previous year. But I love all those and all the colors. You guys have seen my tree in some of my hauls. It is a white tree, but all the colors in it really put off as like kind of more of a pinkish hue, but it's definitely white. I got it on Amazon. If you're interested, leave me a comment and I can try to see if I have the link for it still. I got it 2 years ago, I think, from Amazon, and I absolutely love it. Now, we won't point out how spoiled our children are and how many gifts are under the tree, which is why I spent so much time wrapping. That is our collection of nutcrackers. My husband has a thing for nutcrackers, and we add to the collection every year. And so that is who we currently have. A lot of them are Hobby Lobby. That's where we pick up most of our little guys. And then our stockings. The Santa, Penguin, and Snowman came from Michael's several years ago. The elf and reindeer came from Target's Dollar Spot several years ago. And I do not remember where the doggy one came from. I've had that for many years from a past pup. And then the girls share it for this year until I find something I like better. We have a little sitting Nomi. I can't remember where he's from, but several years ago. Here's our village. I love my village. This I've had since before Braxton, and he is 11 years old. So I got it at Walmart, is where it started, with the top 3 houses, the Mrs. Claus baked goods, Santa's Wonderland, and Letters to Santa. And then we've added to it through the years with some little bits and pieces. But the main 3 I have had since prior to Braxton. Back there on the window shelf, I have like the smaller houses. Those came from Family Dollar, I believe. They're actually ceramic. And I have it back there like a town in the distance. But I do love my town. And then I use command hooks and hang the star ornaments. And that is just one of the things I love. I use their styrofoam from the boxes to raise up the houses. And I just love it so much. So let me give you a closer look to everything. kitchen. This one was more work this year because I added a lot in terms of the gingerbreads. This is our elves for tomorrow. They've already shown up and they have gifts for the kiddos because it'll be the last day for the 2. And so they left them little presents under a Christmas tree that they made. Over here, we have me and Amir. Don't pay any attention to that. I'm in my jammies. 1 in the morning. My tier tray. So many fun things on here. I don't know if I can even get to show you all of it. I made that from a thrift store find. My bead garland, this just arrived the other day from Jennifer. She has a channel, Simple Life, but she hasn't really been active on it. But she made me this beaded garland, and I absolutely love it. So I added it on here. All these fun finds. These are little ornaments that I just kind of tucked the string behind it and put it on this little tray to make it look like cookies. These are all my bagged up cookies here in my cookie box. The candle I got at Dollar Tree that looked like a cup of milk, so I just put it next to there. Melinda sent me that ornament with the A, so I set it in here. My box of gingerbread cookies that I painted and made, set it right there. Just all my goodies. I made this gingerbread garland out of all the gingies because y'all are awesome and got them for me, so I was able to do a bunch of crafts with them. Go around to the other side. That Santa's milk, I think I got that at Michael's a couple years ago. It's not Christmas without cookies. And then up here on the top, Christmas calories don't count. Came from the at-home store at the beginning of the season. I've had that little gingerbread tree forever. I couldn't even tell you where it came from. And those are my peppermint flowers that my husband brought home for me recently. Snuggle season, I think, came from Hobby Lobby. I have that sign on the pantry door. I just want to bake stuff and watch Christmas movies. That came from Target's Bullseye's Playground last year. And then I hung the mistletoe on it. And that came from Bullseye's Playground this year. If you have any questions about anything specific, let me know in the comments down below and I'll let you know where I picked it up from, if I can remember. My tablecloth came from Walmart this year. And then right over here we have my gingerbread Christmas tree. It's usually over in my front room as my all occasion tree, but it got moved over here. Again, if you have any questions about where anything's from, just ask me in the comments down below. Those are some of the big gifts for the kiddos in the Dollar Tree bags. Just easier to toss them in the bags. These gingies came from Dollar Tree last year, so those are our last year pictures in there. I have all 3 of the kiddos in them. Lorelei. So that is my gingerbread tree. Ran into the chair. And then right up here we have my gingerbread garland and some of the icicles. That sign up there came from the at-home store. The dishes are looking at me dirty again constantly. Kind of jump our way over. And then on this countertop we have a cookie jar, a bunch of my little utensils for the holidays, in a mug. And then those 2 things that I painted the gingerbread house came from Target. And I made that from inspiration from something Hobby Lobby had. And I never found it. Then it's beginning to smell a lot like Christmas. Came from Target's Bullseye's Playground last year.
Over here we have the top of my cabinets that I worked really hard at making everything up there. So we have the tray up there that I painted and used the Cricut and some stickers. Don't mind my mess over on that other cabinet or countertop. My two big gingies and the tree with all the supplies that came from Dollar Tree. Gingerbread Lane sign and the cookies for Santa, along with the garland and the houses that are supposed to look like gingerbread houses. And then down here I did some of the Dollar Tree tins, the salt and pepper shaker I got at Kohl's. And then we have our tin right there, he's holding the whisk. Again, don't look at my mess on the other one, that's our catch-all right now. And then holding the spatula. And right over here are the towels I got at Walmart. I absolutely cannot forget to talk about my cute soap that an awesome subscriber Teresa sent to me, and I'm so thankful for. And then right up here I did one of my little tins just right at the window seal. While we're here, I'll show you our little tray for Santa cookies. I made this last year with my Cricut and the pan from Dollar Tree. So it has a little spot for milk if you're thirsty, cookies for something sweet, carrots for the reindeer, and love Braxton, Lorelai, and Eric. So I love that. And now let's get you a closer look. Real quick, I'm going to try to show you the bathroom without showing you me, because it's 1 in the morning and I'm in my pajamas. So right up here we have It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year picture hanging on the wall. We have the little tin right there, the towels that I got at Kohl's. We have the candle and a little dispenser that I made.
Top there, a candle and the bow. The bow was hanging on the mirror, but it would not stay, so it ended up there. We have the candies. I just put them right in the middle. I was going to wrap those, but I never did. Right over here, I hung that. I never found a frame to put it in. Sorry, I got echoey because I shut the door. So what I ended up doing was I just glued some cardstock to the back, and then I did the hanger with some yarn in the spots that it had the handle for the bag. So I just cut it out and did it that way. Right over here, I have another mirror that I hung the peppermint on. And then there's my little tree. Those little gift tags, just kind of tossed them on there with some of those little candies I made. I have those on the shelves down there too, as well as some of those ones. They were on the wall, but they kept falling down. So they just ended up right there on the shelf. So that is the peppermint bathroom. And of course, we should always save the best for last. And that is the hot cocoa bar that I am absolutely in love with. So down there, this is supposed to be a desk, you know, old house built in like the, I think the 90s, and that's what they did. Oh, on my fridge, I have my stickers, kind of stickery wall decal things. But so this has become my coffee bar and hot cocoa station when it's this time of year. That's our recycling bin down there, and then a stool because I'm short, so I need that to reach anything. My mistletoe and cocoa sign, I did add to it. I added that bow and that little bit of greenery that I got at Dollar Tree to kind of add to the mistletoe part of it. I was going to paint it, but that just never happened. So right over here, first I have my sign. I just want to bake and watch Christmas movies. I believe that was Hobby Lobby. This candle says the same thing. That one was Target. I believe that mug came from Walmart last year. That one's Target from this year. Mrs. Claus's candy canes was Walmart this year. Santa was Dollar Tree this year. The hot cocoa sign was Target last year in the Bullseye's Playground. The treats and sweets cookie jar back there was a gift from my mom last year, but it came from Hallmark, and I love it. It's the mug topper I made, and all the jars are definitely Dollar Tree. Not all. Most of the jars are Dollar Tree. The candy cane lid ones actually came from Dollar General. The red one, this one right here, Dollar General, but was still $1. The sprinkles, and those came from Walmart this year. I got my little jar of Gingies back there. My big hot cocoa bar sign from Target, $5, back in their Christmas section. These I got last year from Big Lots. It has the snowflake top, and then the sprinkles and chocolates. My Cuddle in a Cup came from Hobby Lobby. Some marshmallows. We did hot chocolate tonight, so a bunch of them got used up. The hot cocoa I put in that jar. That hot cocoa warming station, I think that came from, if I remember correctly, it was Hobby Lobby last year. And then my mugs from Target. My sign I made this year. And then the plates and napkins that came from Walmart. And the felt snowflake chargers that came from Target. They were $2 each this year. Oh, and then the garland, the kind of snowball garland, those ones actually came from Dollar General last year. I picked up some red and white ones, but they didn't end up here, but those ones did. So, oh, that's my hot cocoa bar, probably my favorite part of the whole kitchen. And so I did save my favorite for last. I just want to say thank you all so much for being here with me, for watching my home tour, seeing how I decorated this year, and just always being here and supporting me. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy whatever it is you're celebrating. I hope you're spending time with family if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to spend time with family, I hope you're enjoying doing that as well, because I understand. And I just want to tell you all thank you and Merry Christmas, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.